guys? Welcome to the new moon in Aries. We've been outside spending time with the sky. The sun is just coming up. It's a gorgeous morning. I love you all. Let's go get our messages, guys. Guys, I gotta say, we're expanding now from channel messages in part 2. And I was like, you know, why do they want this card to be here? It flipped over when I was getting the activation cards. And then I was getting ready for part 3, where we're expanding. And look at this. It's because we have to expand from the cup. We literally are expanding with the masculine, the energy with the matter, the feminine, the cups, and the father. So this is where we have that expansion from within to without, but we had to go from without to within. We honored the energy of the opposites. And I want to say too, notice this. In part 1, we spoke about how this has to do with healing from the lower vibrational things, the drama going on, in the element of air, okay? And, well, what did we get? Ooh, sorry. We got concession. That is healing from drama. This card specifically talks about healing from drama. And that's how we're going to create the economy of the new world, right? And heal from our opposition. And it's connected to concession. And I feel called to read concession and our connection to Libra, because this is our connection to the full moon. And remember, we're healing with wind. The masculine, but we're going to work with the sun, the air, and the father, the fire. The sun now lights only a thin crescent on the left of the moon as it nears the end of its monthly cycle. During this period, the concentration of your mental abilities produces the seeds for the future. It's a time for making concessions and adjusting ideas to new circumstances. Moon in Libra, no matter how pleasurable you find the company of others, sometimes you need solitude in order to get your head together. This is that time, and guys, oh my goodness, have I ever been feeling this? Ooh. No matter what, I just keep feeling like I need to be alone. Like, and I want it so, like, I'm definitely healing at separation, to separation at a whole new level. And, you know, because I was in solitude for so long, I felt like I was going mad. But remember, our madness is connected to our genius. You have to go mad to find your sanity. And that's the energy of the opposites coming together through the center point to create the whole, right? Find the balance. Now, all of a sudden, I have all these people that want to talk to me, and I just want to be alone. And I realized that why the Creator has me where I'm at. So I see these messages all come together. It's just lit. So I just want to say, guys, if you didn't see part 2, it's linked down below. But the card on the bottom of the deck was our ambition. And they're telling me there's a grand connection to using Kali, healing with Kali, the black goddess of Sagittarius, the fire, and our ambition. And once again, the earth. So there's so many signs and synchronicities to see that we're using the positive tetrahedron of fire and the negative tetrahedron of earth, but it's connected to the positive tetrahedron of fire and the negative tetrahedron of water. But we're also, we know, cleansing the element of air. So we have the positive tetrahedron of air right there. So all the elements have come together in order to help us with this expansion. I still feel called to get a direct message as to what this key is connected to. I feel called to go deeper into clarification. And as we spoke about in part 1, we're working with the seagulls. So I feel called to go to the Animal Spirit Oracle to see what is this key. We're going to get a deeper level of connection to the message. And I'm going to get these cards charging, and we're going to do a little purification work and see what it is. We're also at a time of, like, you know, speaking about clearing up this artificial hack of the matrix, many people are just even sick too. We're clearing up from our sicknesses. A lot of people, you know, actually have COVID and are healing from it, or have some sort of illness that they're battling and healing from. And we're going to go deeper into, you know, this on our next reading. Oh, Biscuit Boo's having a dream. Biscuit Boo's okay, good boy. Biscuit Boo's here with us, guys. Biscuit Boo's here with us. Okay, he's laying in his bed. He got a haircut. He didn't really like his haircut, guys, but he needed his haircut because his hair was getting so long. He was getting moody. All right, we're just gonna let this pot have a little fire. Call on cleansing with the elements of air and fire. Okay, now let's see what this key is connected to at a deeper level. Add the 5 platonic solids here, guys, in rose quartz, helping us out to receive this message, this activation. What is this key connected to? We know it's the seagull. The seagull is expanding with. See who the seagull is expanding with. There it is. Chameleon Spirit, act as if. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I love chameleons. And that's when I think of, like, transmutation, transcendence. Act as if. Oracle message. Chameleon Spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are challenging, and you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dream. Everything that the seagull spirit's facing, right? Feeling sensitive? Good, because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how to best adapt to your environment and the people in it, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and your equilibrium. Even if you feel like you're in uncharted territory, Chameleon Spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in, learn the lay of the land, adapting as necessary. This is a fortunate time to act as if, and do as others do until the new ways feel familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting isn't about losing yourself. It's about learning how to dance with others. Okay, guys, so I don't believe we're just going to act like everyone else. That's not the message that's coming through. This has to do with acting to a deeper level of self. Having a commitment, that's the key, to a deeper level of self. Okay? But we're going to find a balance. So this has to do with these people without, or people without that we're connecting with. Remember when we got that message from Libra here in concession, it was, we're gonna feel called to be alone. And that's the balance. Look, we're gonna be in a time we're gonna spend time with other people, but it's going to allow us to see what we resonate with and what we don't, to get into a deeper level of authenticity. But it's also being able to look at these people and gain new skills of adapting, gain new skills of being here. Like, these people are gonna come into our life for a season and a reason, or a lifetime. And they're going to teach us something about how to honor our authenticity, but how to use our current state and our current challenges as the resources we need to create anew. And it's part of our path. It's the part of our divine blueprints. We're going to learn how to dance with others. But part of this dance is dancing with ourselves. It's connected to our true north. So, protection message. Being sensitive and having empathy for others can become a heavy burden if you don't practice self-care. So maybe, look, we're feeling like with all these people without, like, we need to be there for them. We need to nurture them. We need to, like, you know, we're still getting into old patterning where maybe we're still trying to save others and give to others before we give to self. And this is not narcissistic. This is understanding self-care, patterns of self-love, a deeper commitment within with our light, and learning how to nurture and feed ourselves so that we do have more energy to be there for others. Remember, this is about the balance. If you're always giving to others and you don't give to self, now look at, you know, you just wasted all of your energy without filling back up your well. And that's why this has to do with the cup and expanding with the cup and putting the energy within, putting the light within, putting the masculine within, in order to heal to a deeper level. And we're going to honor protection. Look, we have to protect our commitments. We have to protect with our dependability, this high vibe love. It's high vibe because we're protecting it. We're protecting our light. We're protecting our energy. And other people too need to learn how to do this for themselves. If we're just healing for others, they're missing the gift of self-healing. And it's part of self-love. And remember, everything is a mirror. Everyone is a mirror reflecting back to you what you resonate with, what you don't, and what you need to work on yourself and what they need to work on. You know, it's all connected. So, could it be you're feeling stressed because you've tuned in to challenging emotions that aren't even yours? Chameleon Spirit does not want you to adapt to those conditions by withdrawing or distracting yourself, hoping the feeling will just go away, or attempting to rescue another who may be having a pity party. You can be swallowed up trying to manage it all. It is time to figure out where you end and the rest of the world begins. Our authenticity. Not all conditions are yours to match. You need to distinguish your own color from the rest of the world right now and take time out to soothe your sensitive soul. Choose some activities that will restore your sense of being grounded and avoid people who revel in drama. It's all coming together. Working with Seagull Spirit. Healing from that card we just talked about. Things, the drama happening in, you know, the lower vibrational things happening in the element of air to clear up this artificial hack. So we're going to choose activities that will restore a sense of being grounded and avoid people who revel in drama. Take a break from social media too. Self-care and a timeout is the answer to this temporary dilemma. Remember, the economy is in a blackout. We're connected to building the economy, the new economy of the new world in a blackout. Where it's the darkest, we find the light, we restore balance. And we got that message with this new moon in Libra. We're going to be called to spend time alone. So yes, we're going to have the balance. We're going to spend time with people, but we're also going to spend time alone. What a gift that key is giving us. So we're going to get it to a deeper level of our authenticity. All right, we're going to get some tarot and speak to this Moonology manifestations oracle, and then I'm sure this will be a lot for today, guys. But remember, this is Aries, the new moon in Aries, coming together to shape shift with that full moon in Libra. And the gifts that it brings as we shape shift with the feminine. And that is the moon, the light in the dark. Now, guys, I have a lot of messages that have been coming forward, so I really gonna let these cards charge, and I'm just gonna make sure we're still taping. And yes, we're gonna use the patch tarot, and we're gonna use the 5 platonic solids rose crystal quartz again. Let me check it out, guys. Hang tight. And I keep seeing the numbers like 10, 11, and 17, 17. This means something. These numbers mean something. 17, 17 is a connection to our counterpart and the twin flame connection, and we know we're Starseeds. And And guys, remember, these labels, they still, you know, labels is using the masculine. It's being able to say, you know, a fruit is a bowl of fruit. It's all fruit. But this is an apple and this is an orange. We don't have to be scared of labels, but we're not going to all hyper focus on the labels. We're going to give power to the masculine. So we're going to put a label on it and we're going to separate it from the whole because we're honoring the masculine. We also have to honor the feminine. It's still all fruit and it's a part of the whole. Okay? To create anew with it. Felt called to say that too for whatever reason. All right. Messages are coming through today, guys. Messages are coming through. The Six of Cups. Remember, we spoke about this. We're creating joy from the lust template. And this is connected to our authenticity, that deeper level of inner child healing here, and healing from our impulses at a whole new level with Aries, this new moon in Aries, okay? I want to say too, this is the connection from separation to the Two of Cups, okay? Those 6 cups, we have 4 cups. Our separation was part of this expansion, where we felt stagnant, where we felt sick, where we felt stuck, where we felt alone. But that helped us to understand where we connected, where we felt equal, where we felt equity, where we felt equality, where we felt the whole, where we felt joy. Now, I want to say, guys, this card flew out separately, so we're going to put it here. We have 4 cards here. And look at what's on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, and I picked up 2. There is the Emperor right there. There's Aries. Remember, we're expanding with the structure as we heal from tyranny. So we're having growth. We know this is about growth. We found this out in part 2. For we're going to go from the 7 of Pentacles to the 8. We're going to grow. So, of course, how are we going to grow? We're not going to be in neglect. We're going to do our due diligence to do inner child healing. And look at that. We're healing in that garden. We're healing in the garden in order to grow. But we found the center point. We found that center point. So, guys, we're going to heal from isolation by getting into meditation and remove ourselves from our metropolises, our domes, the city life. We're going to get back to nature. Look, and past, present, and future come together as a whole here, and there is fertilization here. Something's going to be fertilized in order to birth anew. And look, there's a staff, there's a connection to Aries and the father, the masculine. So, we know we expand with the Ace of Cups. We just talked about all this. We're expanding with the cup. And this is with our compassion. We're expanding with our compassion. We're expanding compassion. Tolerance, kindness, compassion. The application of love in the negative. So we find our purpose, and that is our connection to Aries. Aries and the sun. Remember, this is connected to our 10 of Cups. That's what's being illuminated, our pathway home. Our 10 of Cups, our purpose. This is the gift of this expansion. So remember how this has to do with, at the end of the day, we're working with the cups and the earth. We talked about that in channel messages. There we do it. We're in formation with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, the mother and the daughter, and there it is. The King of Fire, the King of Wands. Now, guys, we heal from being reckless here, and we're audacious. We're not being reckless with life. We're not being reckless with our own life. And we're going into the heart of the matter with seed energy, and this is connected to the solar deity we talked about in part 2. So we're going to heal from our 5 of Cups. Look, we're going to go from the 5 of Cups to the 6 of Cups. We're going to add that Ace of Cups. 5 plus 1 equals 6. And look it. It brings us together. It brings us together. Remember, we're the bridge from the old to the new. The energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole. So, guys, we need to deal with our sorrow and our loss. Look, these cups are empty. But here, these cups are full. That's why we're going to expand with the lust template. We've been laser focusing and talking about the lust template today. And I know many of you that join in here are helping to heal from this lust template. This is connected to our dependability and our commitment. That's what all this is about today. And we've talked about this. Those of you that have reached out at this channel to talk about this, we've talked about this one-on-one. So we're in a time of ascension. Remember, this is what helped us to create the box to begin with that became our prison. Now we broke out of that box. This is connected to Mesopotamia, the cradle of life. And that's another incredible thing, guys, too. I've had a lot of information, like these people, some people that I've met that I'm connecting with WITOUT are from Mesopotamia. The signs and synchronicities, lit, guys, lit. I love it. So we shift with our chakras. We heal from narcissism. We have our illumination. Remember, with the masculine, the father, and there is the Queen of Swords, a Lady of Liberty herself. So now we've connected from the new moon in Aries to the full moon in Libra. And this is helping us to get home, because this Queen of Swords is working with the Prince of Swords, and the Prince of Swords is working with the rest of the elements. He has the scythe from the death card. He's faced the death template. He knows what's no longer serving us. It's got to go. What's weighing him down. But he also has a sword of clarity that's positive and negative, holds a positive and negative charge within it. Okay, so he's moving forward. He's created his own Merkaba. This goes back to channel messages, all this, and we heal from our Nine of Swords by playing our authentic tune, our authenticity. And now we have a heart, throat, chakra activation in order to play our authentic tune. It's part of our completion. Okay, and now we're going to expand through the earth with our generosity. But at the end of the day, we know this is about our ambition. Sagittarius is helping us to create this, to get us home. And this is where, you know, the fire elements come together. We're not just working with Aries, we're working with the fire elements. Okay, so our third eye vision is activated here with the Prince of Wands, and we have our activation with the way. We find the way. We find the way home. We find the way to where we're going. Everything is coming together here, okay? So let's get a Moonology manifestation message before we say goodbye today, guys. And now I want to say, remember, the moons are connected. So we were working with the new moon in Aquarius. We were also working with the new moon in Pisces. Those were both connected to the full moon in Virgo and the full moon in Leo. Now we're working with the new moon in Aries and the full moon in Libra. So new moon in Aquarius, open up to change. New moon in Pisces, attune to the divine. Full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. And the full moon in Leo, go wild. Because that's connected to our intuition. And this is healing from the whole, like, our natural impulses. We're just going to expand our lower vibrational impulses to what is the best choice. We're going to respond and not react. So we're healing with untapped energy. In our Kundalini, that's what we're doing here. Okay? We need to set this free and expand with it. This is healing with our chakras. And we've been doing all that work, laser focusing on our lymphatic system, endocrine system, heart, blood, purification. Oh, guys, I forgot this last card. There's a reason for that. I'm excited to see what it is. You guys watching are like, yo, the card. Okay. See what it is, guys. Let's see what it is. I think there might be 4 parts to this. Might put the Moonology manifestations in a separate part. We'll see how long it all is, guys. Remember, no pressure, no stress. Go where you feel called to go when you feel called to go there. The possibilities, the child, we heal with the elements of air. We're healing with our distractions to have our possibilities. That's the seagull right there. And what this new moon in Aries is gifting us. So these messages will be connected. Obviously, there's a reason for that. Let's see what it is. Alright. Guys, these cards are new. I'm still getting to know them. Oh, look, I put the dodecahedron on there. Or it fell on there, and that's for a reason. We know the dodecahedron is one of the most sacred of the Platonic solids. Plato said that that's the shape that helped God hang the constellations. And that was the shape within the past that you weren't allowed to speak about, because if you did... Okay, but I believe all of them are just as important. So, first quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. So we're going to step up and lead with the new moon in Capricorn. And it's connected to the last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. Guys, this is everything we just discussed. This is about emotional boundaries and the connection to our feelings. That's why we're working with the Ace of Cups. We're expanding with the Cup. So we need to detoxify the full moon in Taurus. Guys, this is the message. It just went straight to the page, and this is the message I'm feeling called to share. So we're gonna use okay guys, this is where did it go? Where did I just put this is working with Virgo, where past, present, and future come together, and something is being fertilized. So we need to assess the situation. This is where we spend time alone. This is connected to the message we shared about the full moon in Libra. We're going to restore the balance. We're going to be surrounded by all these people that want to hang out with us so we can learn how to dance with them and what they have to teach us. And well, of course, we're in alchemy, so we'll be teaching them stuff too. But we're going to need to find time alone to assess something and expand it. And it's connected to working through our feelings. The last quarter moon in Aries. Remember, in the new moon, so we're shifting. And it'll be connected to the full moon in Libra. So, last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. Someone has had their feelings hurt. Maybe it's you. Deal with this upset, especially, but not only, if it's on the home front. Whatever is going on right now will go better if you take steps to make sure that no one is feeling like they've been emotionally run over. If you feel like your feelings have been trampled on, it's time to work through them and clear them. Then you can move towards your goals. It's hard to manifest when hurt feelings are in the way. So, guys, we're all of a sudden we're healing from separation. We're manifesting all these new experiences with these people. Okay, maybe they're not new people, but they're new experiences with these people, or maybe they are new people. And now you're feeling where your feelings have been trampled on, where there is not equality and equity being created within your relationships in order so you can create it. It's part of your Two of Cups, okay? But it's also, remember, we're in separating the cups too. This just goes back to that. This goes back to creating joy from lust. You know, when we're in separation, we can use that as a healing tool, the masculine, in order, but we're still part of the whole. We just need to see that we're healing through the center point. And remember, in the Five of Cups, two of those cups are empty. So we're seeing where we're in lack of in order to create our equality and our equity. So relationships, especially with family and or the people you live with, are extra charged now. If someone is riding rough shot over your feelings, don't sulk. Manifesting mindset. When someone upsets you, it's easy to wear your hurt like a badge of honor, but that merely perpetuates the situation. Boy, guys, I'm laughing because I've done that. So, manifesting magic. These crystals work especially well for the sign of Aries. Red tiger's eye, Suge Knight. Guys, I have some Suge Knight. Bloodstone. And flame, agate, chrysanthemum. I've never heard of this one, guys. Prehnice. Guys, if you know what crystal that is, send me a message. So tell me all about it. Choose one and hold it while you meditate, visualizing a beautiful red light swirling around you. Alternatively, keep your crystal close by as you work through your situation, or use 5 or 6 to make a crystal grid. Guys, I've always wanted to get into crystal grids here, but we're not there yet, but we are going to get there. I want to make crystal grids. I want to do this. We will be doing this. Your manifestation affirmation. I now choose to release all my hurt, and so it is. We're purging that 7 of Cups toxicity. The best time to work with your magic is when the moon is in Aries on a Tuesday, Mars's day. Connection to our tower moment. Or during Mars's hour. The last quarter moon in Aries takes place when the sun is in Cancer and the moon is in Aries. It knows that sometimes you just have to let it all go. Guys, we gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. And this has to do with that box we created with our truths, because we saw so much negative. We shed the light on it all. And we may, before this, because we're doing inner child healing to the core, we may have thought the world worked in one way, but our box of truth created a prison for us because we're seeing it works in another way. But we need to let it go. And we need to create with the possibilities of ANEW. And not be distracted by that box we created. That's why we're busting out of it. And we will get deeper into this in our next reading, guys. Love, light, and healing energies sent your way to create what today. I am sending you amped up healing vibes for the time we're in. I'm amping them up. I love you all. Take care. And we'll meet when the time is right. Divine timing.